Hey everybody, this is Strawberry with Large Lads, and I wanted to come back and talk to you guys again today because on the other devlog I told you guys I was going to do another devlog on Sunday. I ended up not doing it on Sunday, so it's actually going to be saved till today, which is Tuesday. You will have noticed that the trailer got dropped yesterday, and that's why I wasn't able to do the devlog on Sunday. But the big part about this devlog, and relevant to the trailer, is marketing and how to market your game. Also, the background footage is just stuff I was doing to set up the trailer. So this is all kind of like trailer staging, because there's systems that work, and then you kind of also have to get like some kind of cinematic shots, or at least this trailer is more cinematic. And then once we get more polished gameplay, we're going to drop like an actual gameplay trailer. So with all of that being said, also, side note, one more side note. Two more side notes, actually. Winterreach Emporium is the game. Please wishlist it on Steam. You're going to be able to play the demo during Next Fest, which we're really excited for. So please check it out. It's the biggest help you can do is honestly wishlisting the game. I mean, that's the number one thing you can do for us. Even if you're not going to buy the game, a wishlist goes a long way. And with all that being said, the other one was one of the comments on my last video was about me speeding up the gameplay in the background, and I definitely do get that, that it is pretty jarring, I guess, with the music. So I will do a slower version the next devlog that I do. The problem is I just get so much gameplay footage, and it's like, I mean, I would have like weeks and weeks and weeks worth of gameplay footage for that for those devlogs if I did it not fast forwarded like this. But if you guys really want to see that, just let me know, and I'll do the next one like that. Okay, so with all that being said, 2 minutes in, but the important part of this video that I want to talk about is marketing. Okay, and it's like the hardest thing to do with your Steam page is marketing your game. Like, it's really, really hard to do, especially if you try to do it for free. That's what I've realized, is I was kind of just trying to do it for free. We didn't have a trailer yet, which makes it even worse. So like, how do you market your game for free, especially without a trailer, right? Okay, so it turns out you kind of can't, is what I'm kind of figuring. What I've turned to, I saw this Reddit thread one time, and it broke down all of the different ways that this guy tried to market his game. It was super helpful, and what he found out is that the kind of the best value for calls per click is like an optimized Reddit ad. So I totally copied kind of his settings that he told me about, and it's kind of been a great result. I mean, I would pull it up, but I might put it up on the page, or I might not. I'm not really sure. But we have, right now, we've had 59 wish lists today. And we have 208 total. If I sort my wish list by the day that I started, which is the 26th, and then I update it, let's see. Okay, so of my 208 wish lists, this game has been on Steam for over a month, mind you. 119 of them have come in the last 3 days. Okay, so over half of my wish list on 3 days of marketing. So Steam, or sorry, not Steam. Well, Steam, yes, but Steam really, really cares about marketing, and it kind of doesn't really show off your game without any marketing unless you have like a crazy trailer that goes viral, and maybe you dropped it on your YouTube, or at least that's how it's been for us. And then you can also, on Steam, you can also see like your navigation traffic. And then the actual navigation is huge, because I guess the organic navigation for my page was about 100, like 120, 150 a day visits to my page, my Steam page, that is. And then with the marketing, it's about 800 a day. So it's about 8 times what it would normally be on visits. So it's actually been huge, right? So the thing with the Reddit marketing is it seems like it's actually really good value per click. Compared to anything else, based on what I saw. So I am actually going to do a little bit of YouTube marketing, which you guys may notice, who even knows. But I'm going to drop $100 of 2 different kinds of YouTube marketing, and then I'll have to let you guys know how that goes. I guess the other question would be, how much did I market? I marketed $72 on Steam, or sorry, on Reddit. I marketed $72, and that $72 is kind of equated to be, given my averages, probably about 110 wish lists. So that's been pretty huge. And then it kind of has like an after effect of the more wish lists that I have, the more traffic I get, and then the more organic traffic I might get. And mind you, also, only one of those days of marketing that I actually have a trailer. So the other 2 days, I didn't even have a trailer, and I still got that much wish list. We're also going to revamp the Steam page. So if you check the Steam page every once in a while, who knows? But you're going to see some new screenshots with all of our HUD, because all of our HUD is getting pumped out right now. We do have a lot of placeholder HUD, and if you've seen on the Steam page and you're like, the HUD looks like shit, it's because I just made it myself in Designer in an hour. We have an actual 2D artist who's making us some really pretty HUD and UI and UX and all that good stuff. So those will all be on the page as well. The big things, I guess, so when you market your game, I guess this is kind of another good point, is you want to take a multi-pronged approach. So, or at least I am. So what I've done is, obviously this YouTube channel that you guys are watching right now, if you've made it to this point, like, comment, subscribe, let me know. But I wanted to market as many different ways as I could. So I've done these YouTube videos. I'm trying to build up some kind of following. I've made different kinds of videos to see what you guys like, and then I always shout out the game in all the videos. Because I hope, hey, if somebody who wouldn't watch any of these other videos wants to watch my tier list, or if somebody who doesn't want to watch any of these other videos wants to watch a top 10, and then I can shout out my game there, and maybe it'll get a wish list and it's worth it. So that's kind of been my approach. I'm not sure how effective that has been to this point, but if I've got 20 wish lists, 10 wish lists off the YouTube, and it's been fun doing the whole time, it's definitely worth it. The other thing is Reddit. So I use Reddit a lot, and then I go through any kind of like the indie forums or cozy games, because this is like a cozy game, so the cozy game has been a good forum for this as well. Dev forums, other indie devs do like to wishlist your game, I feel. So like all of those things are just really good places to post your game. I would say the big tip on that is really read the rules and don't repost. Like, make a new post for every subreddit that you're in. That's what I've found to be more successful, especially because if for some reason one of your posts does get taken down and then you repost it, and you had reposted it, you've kind of just ruined it for all of those other posts, and then they might not let you post in those subreddits for a certain amount of time again. So you definitely have to watch that. But so that's been my approach so far. It's been Reddit, it's been YouTube, and then the paid ads they are just statistically the biggest bang for your buck. And we're kind of in a crunch stage where we're gearing up for our first festival. We will be in another festival. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say, but in November we'll be in another festival. Probably wasn't allowed to say that, but who knows. So we have those 2 festivals coming up, and we're hoping to get a lot of wish lists for those festivals as well. Okay, so with the festivals, so if you've ever watched Chris Zukowski, he does a huge breakdown on kind of the festivals and what kind of different success rates that you can find. And from all the metrics that I've seen, it seems like you need at least 2,000 wish lists before next fest to be successful. So that's kind of why we're doing this paid ad crunch, because we really want to hit that 2,000 wish list to obviously make the game successful. So we have back-to-back festivals, and then we're hoping to release, I don't even want to say, but we're still the winter time, because it could be longer. The goal is to release with 7 to 10,000 wish lists is our release goal, but we obviously would hope to do way more if we could. I'm trying to see if there's anything else that I've really learned over this journey that I can kind of give to you guys. I think a big thing is, if you're going to be doing Reddit ads as well, that you don't do the recommended Reddit ad. You really need to look into it, because there's ways to tweak it that make it way more successful. And then the countries that you'll market in are really important. Oh, also, if you have a Steam page and you haven't localized it, even if you just use a ChatGPT translation, just so there's something in that language. That's what's going to make it actually like be visible in that country. So it's really important to do. Also in the background, you'll notice I actually recorded for way too long, and I have some TFT for you that I actually win. So if you stick around for that, you'll get to see me win at TFT. But I guess on marketing, that's what I've learned so far. So I'm glad I get to share my experience with you guys, and hopefully you guys take something away from it. And then it is kind of hard to do as a solo dev to market like that. But when you have a team, it becomes a little bit easier. So I'm sorry for any solo devs out there, but you do need a little bit of disposable money to do that. So it's kind of a shame. But if you have a really, really good game and a really, really nice cut trailer, I'm sure you could get away without it. It's just that we didn't have a really nice cut trailer, so we kind of had to make do with what we had. Anything else I want to shout out? Also, if you've watched to this point, it means you probably like some of our other content. Definitely let me know what you guys want to see more of. We do the tier lists. We've done the top 10s. We do the devlogs. I mean, I can make a devlog every day if you guys really wanted to watch them. We do the lore. So we have a 4-part lore world building series, and it was kind of more, it wasn't like a podcast, but it was like a 2.5 hour long of us just sitting there and talking and doing some world building. If you guys like that, let me know. Just as far as the views go, they didn't perform as well, so it's hard for me to tell. But if you guys do like that stuff, let me know. We're also going to do some short form lore stuff for the kind of universe, which is kind of like the goal here is to kind of like establish a little universe that we do all of our games in that have like connected lore. So if you don't like a shop management game, maybe you like the insert game that we do next. I don't want to give any spoilers, but insert game genre next that we do. Let's say it's not going to be, but say it's a Vampire Survivors clone. And you might like the Vampire Survivors clone because it's in our lore. It'd be like if, say like, I'm a huge fan of the Elder Scrolls series. So like if Elder Scrolls made a shop manager, I would play it just because I like Elder Scrolls. And then if Elder Scrolls made an RTS game, I would play it just because I like Elder Scrolls. So that's kind of our goal, is to make all of our games in this little connected lore universe. So expect our next game to have the same fantasy races that you'll know and love from this game. And with all that being said, if you got to this point, like, comment, subscribe, wishlist the game, Project Winterreach. And then we also have the Patreon. We don't really post anything on there, but it's just the way to support us directly if you guys want to. And with all of that being said, please enjoy my TFT win.